place where I won't be disturbed.
I'm sorry, guys. You all wanted Trixie. We should have waited for to hear what you wanted, shouldn't I?
Trixie's bae. She is bae. I like her.
I like the this guy voice, though.
Yeah. Looking for some shade and a place where I won't be disturbed. I need to be relaxed when I finally read the precious contents of the envelope I'm carrying. It feels like I've waited an age for this moment. Eventually, I find a clearing with a moss-covered tree stump that looks comfortable enough. I have a quick check around to satisfy myself that I'm alone before I take a seat and slowly unpeel the flaps of my vagina, the brown wrapper, and pull out before I ejaculate.
I wanted your Jeff.
There's a Jeff, right? Yeah, I'm Jeff. My name is Jeff.
Next round, maybe we'll be Jeff.
My issue of Kanashi Boy.
vaginas.
It's such a treat to get some quiet manga reading time to myself.
Poop alert.
What? Boop, boop, boop.
Taking a nice, long, luxurious poop.
Poop should always be luxurious. I'm just starting to get into it when I hear a wrestling sound coming from the nearby...
Wrestling sound?
Wrestling in the bushes.
He's climbing the top rope!
It's not the sort of sound the wind makes when it ruffles the leaves. It's more deliberate than that. I look over towards the bush, and the noise stops abruptly.
That's loud.
Almost as soon as I resume reading, it starts again.
Thanks.
I try to ignore it and continue with my comic, but it's very intrusive. I feel I'm being watched. Who's there? The rustling gets louder. Is this my wheel spin loot?
No. Yes. No.
Yes?
One more.
No.
One more, Dylan.
Hello?
Hello?
I inch my way towards the source of the sound, nervously holding my breath. I reach out my arm to pull aside the branches when something bursts out of the bush and knocks me sideways. Kibbles, what on earth are you doing? Were you spying on me? Hello! I'm a piece of garbage.
No exclamation mark, just hello.
He picks himself up from the ground, desperately trying to style it out. Derp. Oh, you're here. I hadn't noticed. I was just...
Oh, I'm a piece of garbage.
just looking for something. In a bush. Yeah, I left my...
Testicles.
Have you seen them? No. Kibbles looks around frantically for something. He locks eyes on an unremarkable-looking flat pebble and picks it up triumphantly. My pebble! I left my pebble in this bush. Found it now.
Kibbles.
What?
It's so bad.
The voice?
Just Kibbles.
Yeah. Good. I'd hate to think what would happen if you lost that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what are you doing? Reading. I hold up the comic book, emphasizing the obvious.
Porn.
Yeah, thought so. You're very observant, Kibbles. So, is that Kanashi Boy?
Oh god, is he
What?
a weeb?
He's a weeb, yeah. I'm taken aback. We learned it last chapter that he's a weeb, because when Christina made the crossword puzzle for Zane, there was some like weeb question on there that Kibbles helped with.
Please don't take weeb in any way that's anything meant other than kind and lovingly.
I just mean weeaboo. Yes, actually, it is. Do you know it? And more to the point, how do you know it? Yeah, looks like issue 8. That's right. Now I'm impressed as well as amazed.
Damn.
I'm not even mad. That's amazing. Kibbles, how on earth do you know? Questions are flooding in my brain, but I know I need to play this cool. I don't want him shutting me out. This is an old issue. Looks like he has no intention of answering my questions.
Looks like he's got issues.
I'm a little behind, so...
I'm not even mad.
Not even mad.
Yeah, I knew Bucket had my back there. So I brought a couple of back issues with me to bring me up to date. So, which version are you reading? I'm a virgin. Version?
You a virgin?
I'm not sure. It's probably the inferior American translation.
Don't
you
do
really...
it. I'm a virgin.
You really have to get the original Japanese or the European versions to get all the nuance. Oh. It's impossible to truly understand the depth of Fumiyoshi and Haru's relationship in the version you've got. You're a proper fan, then. Could say that, I guess. I'd love to pick your brains sometime. What do you want to know? Does the original what are you doing? No.
I need to refill the liquid.
Oh, I thought you did that this morning.
Nope.
Well, we're good.
You
Ooh.
can keep going. Probably won't be talking anything for the last few times.
Are you banging a new cat? Yeah, it's the otaku cat.
You banging a new cat?
Addictia! Whoa!
My boy!
What? For glory and honor! Huzzah, comrades! Huzzah, koi! Oh, thank you for the loots.
Are we gonna have to switch back to our Russian comrade?
Nah. Well, when the wheel finishes, it replaces itself with all the original prizes again. This is a deep anime. You need the Japanese version. How are you, Addictia and Addictia? Does the original version explain how they're able to enter the third chamber together when Chisato gets turned into a hog? Wote? I know, don't laugh at me. I can't even talk.
I don't know how to vote.
I don't know how to wote. I'm good, and you? Yeah, I'm excellent. I'm still kind of calming down after playing I Am Bread. I think that shook me. My universe was not prepared for I Am Bread. No, I'm good to not play that game ever again. Oh yeah, that's because she's tried to pass through the gate without Isao's approval? Oh right, that would make sense. That bit was cut off for some reason. The American version they're selling these days is plebeian trash. Well, I like it. Any serious Kanashi Boy fan would track down the European translation. I'm not sure, but I don't think I'd be able to get those delivered here. I guess I'll have to make do with the trash version. I can imagine. What have you been up to, Addictia? How was your week?
Also, we get to choose a nice new smell of the room.
Oh, a smell.
Should we open up a picture of my camera a second?
Yeah, are you sure? Okay, here we go.
Under full screen.
Your crotch is on cam. Oh, here we go.
We have a bunch of different essential oils that we got. We've got
they all smell
sweet
different.
orange, lemongrass, frankincense, tea tree, peppermint, eucalyptus, and lavender.
I like tea tree a lot.
What smell should we scent our room with, guys?
Tea tree, tea tree, tea tree.
Tea tree, lavender, eucalyptus.
Or lemongrass.
Rosemary, peppermint, sweet orange, lemongrass, frankincense, or tea tree.
What would you guys pick?
Yeah.
Was not good. Or was good, not too busy, just the way I like it.
Tea tree's the best, says Auntie.
Yeah, I love tea tree.
Go off this camera now, but I can
Okay.
cam.
You're a duck. Yeah, it's everyone's saying tea tree. Yeah, tea tree is like is the greatest scent. Tea tree. Tea tree. Tea tree. Nah, you guys are right in line with my opinion on this. Tea tree all the way. I'd rather read something else than read that inferior rag. Fair enough, but I'm still enjoying this. I start to go back to reading my trash, but Kibbles suddenly springs forward, grabs the comic from out of my hands, and runs off into the undergrowth. What a cunt. Hey! Kibbles, bring that back! But he's gone. I wait for a while, not quite believing what he just did. After a few minutes, I lose hope that he'll return and start packing away my things and head back to camp.
Yip, my boy!
Tea tree!
Wow, we were.
Just as I start walking away, Kibbles comes crashing back through the bush. Oh, there you are. What was that all about? I got you something. That's when I notice he's holding a copy of Kanashi Boy, issue 8, from Boleska. Thank you for the loot.
Oh, thank you very much.
But it's not my copy. This one is in a pristine plastic cover. It looks new. Here, this is my copy. The European translation? Original Japanese, actually.
But I can't read Japanese.
How do you understand it? Don't tell me you speak Japanese. Some. Look, I've made my own translation.
Oh, God.
There are pieces of paper tucked in between the pages with scrawled writing on them. How did you manage that? One of the ones before you, he helped me translate it. One of the ones before me? What does that mean? A previous assistant? Want to read this or not? I'm far more interested in what he's just said. You said helps. Kibbles is looking at the cover of Kanashi Boy, but I sense he's pretending to be preoccupied. He's clearly said more than he intended to, and now he's distancing himself from it. That would suggest they're still here? Where does the circle end? Huh? I'm annoyed that he's obviously trying to change the subject.
He's clearly secretly smart.
It's a simple question, human. I'm worried that if I push him too far, he'll disappear into the bushes, so I decide to play along for now. Where does the circle end? He's watching me intently, and I get the feeling this is some kind of test. The circle ends where it began? Probably? Kibbles looks delighted. Oh, cool. You've read it. Read what? Shakuru. I'm sorry, I don't know that one. But you gave the right answer. I have no idea what we're talking about now. Good job. Shakuru by Heishi Kuseki. You haven't read it? Afraid not. Is it good? Only the best in its genre.
Shit boys.
Shit boys. Which is Guro, naturally. And Guro means gore, of course.
Oh, he's a gore fan.
I wasn't aware that gore was a whole genre. I realize that I'm a bit out of my depth here. I can lend it to you. I have a copy here. Kibbles looks like he's about to dive back into the bushes. Whoa, hang on a minute. That sounds really interesting, but I'm in the middle of Kanashi Boy. Oh no, new brush fire burns 13 acres near LA. Oh wait, that wasn't supposed to be sarcastic. I didn't know where that message was going. I thought it was like, oh no, a bushfire burns the bushes that this cat is hiding in, because no one likes Kibbles.
Yeah.
Who likes Kibbles?
Yeah.
So, ditch that and start this. You won't regret it. Okay.
Fuck me. We're such a pushover, aren't we?
Yeah, well, my name's Kevin.
Kevin's such a pushover.
Yeah.
Derp.
Normally, I would finish the series I'm on before starting another, but you've got me very interested in Sakura, I must say. Wait right there.
I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air.
And he's gone before I can open my mouth. I'm starting to get used to this routine, so I wait patiently. He's back within seconds. That was quick. Where do you keep this stuff? I could tell you, but then you'd have to kill me. Whoa, slow down, JJ. It's a bit too soon to be finishing each other's sentences.
Oh shit, boys.
There needs to be a cat named Jeff.
Jeff.
JJ stands for Jolly Jeff. Jesse James. McMurphy told me all about him. Fastest straw in the Wild West.
Thank you much, Bucket.
Here comes that fellow. My goodness, how do you do? And suddenly he's leaping around with pretend paw guns, pew-pewing until he's been shot and acts out an elaborate stagger fall death scenario. Then he's back up on his feet in a heartbeat, pointing at the comic he's just placed in my hands. Yeah, it's universally agreed that it's the grossest manga out there.
I don't know, I've seen some pretty gross manga.
Ice JJ fish.
I'm a virgin.
Kibbles grins as though that's a positive thing. I look at the glossy black cover and feel my interest peak.
I really need some drugs. Calm down.
Give me the drugs! Ah, yes! doesn't look like the sort of thing I usually pick up in the comic shop, but I'm certainly intrigued. Great! You're gonna love the bit where Kira's mom stabs out her own eyes because... Kibbles, spoilers. Oh, who cares about spoilers? It feels totally different when you see it with the artwork. I don't want you to tell me any part of the story, Kibbles. It doesn't matter if it feels different. Okay, but just remember one thing. Kibbles, if this is a spoiler, I'll be very upset. The circle ends back where it began. Kibbles. I can't tell if that was an actual spoiler, but I still feel indignant.
Yeah.
He holds up his paws defensively. Ritz mitts. What? You said it yourself. That was a lucky guess. What does it mean anyway? Oh, don't ask that question. Ritz mitts? Ritz mitts! It's the secret password for Sakura fans to help identify each other. The mangaka made it up himself.
Mangaka?
The guy who makes manga.
I see.
Is like the Mason's secret handshake? Yeah, probably.
Just like it was supposed to be, if you've ever seen Reddit, you're supposed to say, when does the narwhal's bacon? And it's supposed to be at midnight. Yeah.
Because if anyone were going to guess a time when something happens, they would guess midnight.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Because the first time I heard that, I answered midnight because obviously that's what you'd randomly guess, wouldn't you?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have said like 5:30.
5:33. Even be more specific.
You don't know what the Masons are, do you, Kibbles? It's like a boy band or something? Close enough, yeah. It's pretty close. Should we make our own secret handshake? You know, in case someone tries to infiltrate our manga club.
Yes.
Good idea, Kibs. We don't want anyone getting their mitts on our intelligence. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, if you hold out your hand in a fist formation and I do this... Kibbles has splayed his claws out as if he's going to scratch me, but pushes his metacarpal pad onto my knuckles. It feels really strange. That's great, Kibs. Really unique.
Pretty unique.
Yeah, so, anyway, I got a lot of stuff to be getting on with. It's, important business stuff. I'll have to catch you later, human. I feel a bit taken aback by his sudden change in mood. Okay, Kibbles. I'll get on with this manga, then, we can discuss it soon. Yes, sir. See ya. I sit down on the tree stump to get stuck into my new comic.
New comic.
Beep beep. Poor Trixie. I know.
Maybe
I'm
next time.
Sorry. Yeah, she will be the next cat we do.
Wink.
When I hear, "Fill your hands, you son of a gun," I look up to see that Kibbles has crept around the far side of the trees to ambush me. I spring into action, falling to my knees behind the tree stump. "You wouldn't shoot an unarmed cowboy, would ya, you yeller-bellied snake?" He momentarily lowers his paws. What? I seize my opportunity. Pew pew! Gotcha! Son of a gun. We don't say son of a bitch. I shoot my fingers at him. Nuh-uh, I dodged. Kibbles jumps into a roll and shoots his paw guns at me.
Piece of garbage.
Oh,
Hey,
Jack
Jack.
Preston.
How you doing?
Oh, you got me. I can't believe this is how it all ends. There it is. How are you,
doing,
Jack? Happy Friday.
I hope you're doing well. We're just dating cats. Dating cats. Get over it.
I don't think you've seen us play this game, have you?
I date cats. Get over it.
I grab my chest and stagger onto the floor, doing a very good performance, if I do say so myself. I know what that means, says Bucket. I know you do, it's just... this game is kind of PG. That's what you get when you mess with the sass slinger.
Sass slinger?
He's slinging sass left and right. Happy Friday! I'm doing well, I hope you guys are too.
We are doing pretty well, yeah. Got my head up.
Whoa. The what?
The fuck?
Oh, nothing. What did you just call yourself? I didn't say anything. The sass slinger? No, I don't know what you're talking about. You're boring me, human. I'm going now. No, I mean, that's really cool. I want a name, too. Kibbles looks surprised. I get off the floor and dust myself down. How about the Sasslinger and his sidekick, the,
Ass.
The Banter Bomb.
Fucker.
Banter Bomb. Yeah. That's really embarrassing. Okay, well, I'll think about it and get back to you, Kibbles. This has been so fun. See you later, bitch. He blows the imaginary gun smoke from each of his little paws and swaggers off into his bush. I feel childishly happy. Oh, I met a weeby cat, and we're friends, and we're Wild West buddies now. Woo! Brokeback Mountain, here we come.
Oh, God.